Hello, grade 7th. Welcome to your mathematics lesson brought to you by worksheetcloud.com. Today we are going to be having a look at percentages, more specifically how to calculate a percentage increase and percentage decrease. Hey guys, my name's Gareth Jordan and I'll be your mathematics teacher today as we work through how to calculate percentage increase and decrease. At Worksheet Cloud, our main goal is to make learning as relevant and as fun as possible. Because let's be honest, learning can be a little bit boring at times. That is why we have just launched our brand new Worksheet Cloud Rewards Hub feature, where you can earn awesome rewards while you learn, including a chance at getting a PlayStation 5 and some Nomu hot chocolate. But let me tell you more about that later. Let's get into today's lesson. Okay, so that's what we've got in store for you today. A little bit of a warm-up, some mental maths questions covering some percentage principles that I feel you should know at this stage. Calculating percentage increase and decrease is our main theme today, and then a brain bender and a challenge for you to end off on. Let's have a look at the warm-up. Okay, so it's a bit of a tricky one today. Percentages of amounts. So I feel you should already be able to know how to work out the percentage of an amount. Okay, you've got different methods to try, and we've covered these methods in previous lessons in grade 6 and grade 7. So if you've forgotten, then still give it a crack. But also remember that the previous videos are there for you to go and have a look at and to brush up on any skills that you may have forgotten or perhaps need consolidating or revising. So in front of you, you've got 3 statements. One of them is a lie. I need you to tell me which one is a lie, and I need you to tell me why. So press pause, grab your pencil and paper, work it out, write things down, and then press play to see how you guys get on. Off you go. Welcome back, guys. Let's have a look at how you got on. Okay, so remember we're looking for a lie. So let's have a look at statement number 1, 75% of 22. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can change that 75% to 3/4, because we know that 75% is 75 over 100. Divide both the denominator and the numerator by 25, and that will give you your 3/4. So we can say 3/4, we know that of means multiply, and we know we can write 22 as a fraction, 22 over 1. So now we've got 2 fractions multiplied together. I know I can simplify this. So I now have 33 over 2, which means 33 divided by 2. So we'll do a little short division sum. 2 goes into 3 once with 1 left over. 2 goes into 13 6 times, remainder 1. So my answer is 16 and a half, remainder 1 over 2, which is 16.5. Okay, so I'd agree with statement number 1. Statement number 2, I'm going to show you how I calculate that using a different method. I won't use the fraction method. I'll just use, if I know that 10% of 22, that's a 10, by the way. Let's just loosen it up a little bit. If I know that 10% of 22 is equal to 2,2, okay, so I'll just divide by 10, all right? Then I know that 5% is going to be equal to 1,1, because that's just half of 2,2. So 90% is going to equal 2,2 times 9. Okay, we should know 9 times 2 is 18. And then 9 times 0,2 is 1,8. And together that's going to give me 19,8. So that's my 90%. Then to that 90%, I still need to add this 5%, which is 1,1. And if I put 1,1 on top of 19,8, or if I add them together, you should get 20,9, and I do get 20,9. So I'm happy that statement 2 is also true. Okay, but let's just have a look and calculate statement 3 just so we can be absolutely sure that they haven't tried to trick us in any way. Okay, so 10% of 20 is 5. So to work out 10%, I'm going to divide 20 by 10, and that equals 2. Okay, so 10% of 20 is actually equal to 2, not 5. So therefore, the third statement is indeed a lie. Okay, I hope you guys managed to do it. And remember, go back to previous lessons if there are any principles that you have forgotten. Let's have a look at our mental maths questions for today. Okay, there's our mental maths questions for today, covering principles I feel you should know at this stage. Again, press pause, work these out on your pencil and paper, and then press play to see how you guys got on. Off you go. Okay, let's see how you guys got on. Number 1, 20% of 130. I know that 10% is 13 because I just simply divide by 10. So therefore 20% will be double 13, which is 26. Okay, should be a relatively straightforward start for you. Question 2, if 1% is equal to 12, then 100% is going to be 12 times 100. Okay, which is 1,200. Question 3, what is 3 over 8 as a decimal? Now remember, percentage is always out of 100. Okay, so we need to try to get our fractions to a denominator out of 100. Now we can't turn 8 into 100, but we can turn 8 into 1,000. Okay, and to do that we multiply it by 125. So I must do the same thing to the numerator. Okay, and that's going to give me 375 over 1,000. All right. Now I know that that is equal to 0,375. Okay, and to get from a decimal to a percentage, we just have to multiply by 100, and then that's going to equal 37,5. Now in previous lessons I've said that 1/8, it's important to know that 1/8 is 0,125. So that you don't have to always work it out. If you know it's 0,125, then it's pretty straightforward to work out 2/8, which is a quarter, 3/8, 4/8, which is a half, 5/8, 6/8, which is 3/4, 7/8. Okay? So I really encourage you to remember that 1/8 is 0,125. But there's the proof for you why 3/8 is 37,5%. Okay? You could have also divided both the numerator and the denominator by 10. You would have got 37,5 out of 100. And we know percentage is out of 100. So there's another reason why it's 37,5%. Okay? Right, let's look at question 4. Question 4 states 2/5 plus 3/4 divided by a quarter. Now we should know that we do the division part first for order of operations, and to divide fractions we change the division sign to multiply, and we write the reciprocal of the fraction after the division sign, so we flip it, in other words. We work that out and we see it's an answer of 3. Okay, so that's 1 and 1, so 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 1 is 1, and then 2/5 plus 3, you should be able to tell me that's 3 and 2/5. Okay, and then number 5, I'll do it over here, is 10% of 2 hours, which is 120 minutes. So you can see then 120 divided by 10 is 12 minutes. Okay, always easier to convert the hours to minutes. You can do 10% of 2, which is going to be 0,2 hours, but then you still need to convert that 0,2 hours to the 12 minutes. Okay, so I would suggest you converted the hours to minutes first. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys got through that. If there are any issues, then yeah, just go look at previous lessons or rewind just to get another understanding or better understanding of what we've just done. Okay, let's see what's in store for us for the rest of the day. Okay, so finding a percentage increase or decrease. Sometimes we are given an original value and a new value, and we are asked to find the percentage increase or decrease. Okay, so we can do this using the following formula. Okay, so you take the actual increase. So for example, if 5 increased to 10, the actual increase is 5, okay, over the original amount, 5, times by 100%. Okay, that's how you work it out. So you calculate the difference between the two amounts. Okay, that is your new numerator. Your denominator is the original amount. Now remember, that's a division sum, numerator divided by denominator, and then you multiply that answer by 100%, and that will give you your percentage increase. For the percentage decrease, it's the same thing, except you're using that decrease over the original amount. Okay, so if 12 reduced to 8, the decrease is 4. It would be over the original amount 12, so 4 over 12, which is a quarter, times 100. Okay, and that's going to give you your 25%. Okay, it's always best to do these kind of things using examples. So here's one for you. A baby weighs 3.5 kilograms at birth. After 6 weeks, the baby's weight has increased to 4.2 kilograms. What is the baby's percentage increase in weight? Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually work out the actual increase. Okay, and the actual increase is 4.2 minus 3.5, which is 0.7. We then need to take that 0.7 and we need to convert it to grams. All right, so that we don't have a decimal in the numerator. Okay, it just makes our lives a lot easier. Okay, we've also converted the original amount, 3.5 kilograms, to grams as well. Now remember, it's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So 0.7 times 1,000 is 700, and 3.5 times 1,000 is 3,500. We then need to do that calculation and multiply the answer by 100%. And once we've done that, we'll see that the answer is 20%. Okay, so I just need you to understand the formula. Okay, so the difference over the original amount times 100%. Okay, if we have a look at the decrease, which is very similar. Okay, all t-shirts were 25 Rand, now only 17. Okay, so what do? We calculate the amount that decreased, which is 25 minus 17, which is 8 Rand. And we put that 8 Rand over the original amount, which is 25. And then we go work out that answer, and we get an answer of 32%. Okay, so the difference in amounts over the original amount times by 100. So it's your turn. The price of a TV goes up from 2,500 to 2,700. Calculate the percentage increase. That's your first one. And your second one, in a sale, the price of a book was slashed from 5 Rand to 3 Rand 30. Calculate the percentage decrease in price. Give it your best shot. Guys, so I've already worked out the price change, the difference in price change, and it's 200 Rand, as you can see on the Jamboard. So remember, what I do is I take that change, okay, so the difference, I put it over the original amount. The original amount was 2,500, okay? Then I need to multiply that by 100. Okay, now remember 100 can be written as 100 over 1. Okay, what I can do is I can divide 2,500 by 100, which means it cancels out with that 100. Okay, now I've got 200 left in my numerators, because 200 times 1 is 200, and 25 times 1 is 25, and that's going to equal 8%. Okay, so the percentage increase from 2,500 to 2,700 is 8%. Your second example, the book was slashed from 5 Rand to 3 Rand 30, and that difference is 1 Rand 70. Okay, so I put that 1 Rand 70 over the original price, 5 Rand, and I multiply that answer by 100, which can be written as 100 over 1. Okay? What I'm going to do now to 1 Rand 70 over 5 Rand, this fraction over here, is I'm just going to remove the decimals, okay, by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by 100, okay? Then I'm going to multiply by 100 over 1. Now, because I've multiplied by both the numerator and the denominator by 100, and because 1, 7 divided by 5, 0, is a division sum, I don't have to put the decimals back into the answer. I can leave it as it is, okay? So what's going to happen now is 100, you're going to go into 100 once and into 500 5 times, okay? And now I'm going to have 170 over 5. And if you work that out, that's going to be 34%, okay? So the important thing there is the difference, 1 Rand 70 over 5 Rand, okay? I can take the decimals out. If you're unsure about the decimal part, then please go have a look at the decimal lesson and have a look at the division of decimals. Because remember, 1,7 over 5,00 is a division sum, 1,7 divided by 5. All right? And when you divide decimal by another decimal, if I do the same thing to both numbers, I do not have to put the decimal back into the answer. Okay, right, let's carry on and see what else we've got. Wow, guys, just look at the time. We've already been working for about 16 to 20 minutes. So what I suggest you do before we move into finding a percentage profit is stretch your legs, go for a walk, get some fresh air. I'm going to grab some Nomu hot chocolates and have a little bit of a sip of that. I'm trying the vegan Nomu hot chocolate today. It's really good. I encourage you to give it a try. But have a break, and I'll catch you in a moment. Let's be honest, studying sucks. But here at Worksheet Cloud, we make it suck less. In Worksheet Cloud, you can earn avatars, sidekicks, collectible coins, and level up, all while studying. Plus, we've just added our most exciting feature to date, the brand new Worksheet Cloud Rewards Hub. With the Worksheet Cloud Rewards Hub, you can earn epic rewards and unlock entry tickets to win real giveaway prizes, including a PlayStation 5, some yummy Nomu hot chocolates, and some fresh Worksheet Cloud merch. The more questions you answer, the more points you earn, and the more rewards you unlock. Worksheet Cloud makes your studying easier with video lessons, practice exams, practice questions, and study notes. In other words, we're your go-to place for all your studying. Ask your parents to sign you up to worksheetcloud.com today. Right, guys, welcome back. So we move on to finding a percentage profit. Okay, so let's have a look. A shopkeeper buys chocolate bars wholesale at a price of 32 cents per bar. She then sells the chocolate bar in her shop at 50 cents each. What is her percentage profit? Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to work out the actual profit, which is 18 cents. Then you're going to put that 18 cents over the original amount, 32, and you're going to multiply by 100. Okay? So very similar to percentage increase and decrease. We take the difference, the 18 cents, so the difference between the 50 and the 32, and we put it as a fraction over the original amount and multiply by 100. Okay? And that works out to 56.25%. Okay? And then percentage loss, again, very similar. A share dealer buys a number of shares at 3 Rand 68 each. After a week, the price of the shares has dropped to 3 Rand 22. What is her percentage loss? So you calculate the actual loss, which is 46 cents. Put that 46 cents over the original amount, 3 Rand 68. You can see there that we've removed the decimals, so we've converted the 3 Rand 68 into cents. Okay, now you've got both cents. Okay, 46 cents, 368 cents. Now they're both the same unit, we can multiply by 100, and our answer is 12.5%. So you might be saying, how come I didn't have to multiply the 46 by 100 if I multiplied the 3.68 by 100? Because they are both in the same unit. They are both in cents. Okay? Guys, here is your finisher for today. Okay? You need to calculate all those percentages of amounts, or work out what the decreased or increased value is. So good little practice after the lesson we've just had. I'd like you to work out, I think there's 10 different questions there. Fill them into the number word puzzle or number crossword puzzle, and then press play to see how you guys got on. Off you go. Let's see how you guys got on. 220 increased by 20%, so I'm going to find 10%, which is 22. So 20% equals 44. And then I'm going to put that 44 on top of the 220. And 44 on top of 220 is 264. Okay, so there's my first one. 3 across, 130 increased by 40%. So I'm going to work out 10% is 13. So therefore 40% is going to be equal to 13 times 4, which equals 52. And I'm going to add that 52, take that 52 away from 130. We're decreasing. Okay, so 130 minus 52. Okay, and I'm going to minus 30 first to get to 100, then minus another 22 to get to 178. Okay, 178. 78. My mistake. Not 178, 78. Okay, my apologies. Then 5 across, 775, 775 increased by 100%. It's just going to be double 775, okay? Because 100% of 775 is 775. So if we're going to increase it by 100%, we're just basically doubling it. So that's going to be 1,550. Okay, there it is there. 100%, if 105 is 20%, so if 20% equals 105, to get 100%, I must multiply by 5, and that's going to give me 525. Okay, so 6 across, 525. Then number 9, 100%, if 2% is 5, so to get from 2% to 100%, I'm going to multiply by 50. I must do the same to the 5, multiply by 50, and 5 times 50 is 250. Right, let's look at our down options. 2 3/4, 275%. Okay, 275%. 20% of 2,075, so to get 10%, we divide by 10, okay, which is 207,5. So 20% will be 207,5 times 2, okay, which looks like 415%. And there you can see it there. It's already there, 415. Okay, so it's a nice little check. Okay, that's a nice little check. 0.75 expressed as a percentage, 3 down. You can see it's there already, 75%. Okay, so that's another good check for us. 101% of 8,000. Well, 100% of 8,000 will be 8,000. Okay, and 1% of 8,000 will be 8,000 divided by 100, which is 80. And then when I put those together, I get 8,080. And then my last question is 7 over 25 as a percentage. And we know we multiply by 4 to get the fraction out of 100, which means we multiply the 7 by 4 and we get 28%. Okay, great. Let's have a look at our finisher for today. Alright guys, here's our last activity for today is the game of 24. I'm sure you know it by now. You need to use 4 numbers on each card, and a combination of plus, minus, multiply, and divide to get the answer of 24 on each card. So you've got on the first card 2, 6, 4, and 7. How can you make a calculation where the answer is 24 using those 4 numbers and a combination of your operations? Try challenge someone at home. So you can be the first to get to 24, or see how many different ways you can get to 24. Have some fun with it. But yeah, give it a try. Always good to be good at doing little calculations. Remember, your order of operations will definitely apply. Okay, great. Guys, this is just to remind you of where you can access the Worksheet Cloud memo, as well as the worksheet. Okay, so just click the description of the video, and the worksheet and the memo will be there available for you. Okay, and then guys, just before I go, a reminder to you to get your parents to sign you up to worksheetcloud.com so you can start earning those awesome rewards and perhaps even get your hands on a PlayStation 5, some Nomu hot chocolate, or some Worksheet Cloud merchandise. I've enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you guys have learned something or consolidated or revised some principles you've been taught before. Have a look at the previous lessons, sign up to worksheetcloud.com, and your studying will become a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. Until next time, see you later. Cheers.